Is it 7 in the morning? Yes. Are we making shakshuka for breakfast? Absolutely. Let's get started. I am actually running close to time. My little one needs to be taking a school soon, and I don't know what is possessing me to make a whole shakshuka for breakfast this morning. But here we are, I'm doing it, and got my little one actually right here next to me. Just waiting patiently. Are you waiting patiently for mommy? Because he's excited to have, he just wanted eggs for breakfast. And I was like, instead of just doing random eggs, why don't we do shakshuka? Why not? That would be delicious. And today we're doing a Moroccan style shakshuka, so I'm excited about that. We've got our Rasul Hanout seasoning blend here, and it's ready to go. I actually lived in Morocco for 2 years of my life. It was the first place I had ever traveled to and also lived. And if you know my husband and I, we are serial expats at this point in our lives and careers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my pan nice and hot, and then I'm gonna add in our vegetables that we're currently cutting. Contrary to popular belief, this is really a very simple dish that should only take about 20 minutes. Don't think that you have to have all this time to make something fancy for breakfast for yourself or for your family. You can definitely do this pretty quickly. I think it's just a little intimidating because it's not just eggs, but no worries about that. I'm gonna go ahead and add maybe about like this much of some whole cumin seeds to my pan just to toast them up like that. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my peppers, and technically you want to do onions and peppers first, but I'm a bit out of order. Yeah, just a second. Diced tomatoes we're gonna add to this. If you can pour off a little bit of the liquid from your diced tomatoes, then you can add back the liquid later to get the consistency of the shakshuka that you prefer. Go ahead and add in our tomatoes. Yeah, when breakfast is all ready. I'm almost done actually. And as I mentioned, I've got my Ras Hanout. Excuse my pronunciation. I am gonna add to give it like a nice earthy blend. Let's see, I think 1.5 is gonna be sufficient actually. And then I'm gonna salt to taste. A good amount of salt because we also will have our eggs in here in about maybe 5 or so minutes. Go ahead and mix everything together. It smells amazing. Turn the heat up to let it cook the top on just so that it doesn't splatter, but we're gonna let it vent so that the steam escapes and the mixture is able to reduce. Right, our mixture is looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead and add back this liquidy tomato sauce and then allow that to further reduce. It smells so good in this kitchen right now. I think that we need to taste this just to make sure that it has enough of everything. Let's give it a taste. Smells good. It's good. Eat out of the pot. Tinned tomatoes sometimes can taste a little tinny, and to bring out the flavor a bit, I'm gonna add a little bit of honey. I'm gonna add some of my favorite local honey, maybe about a teaspoon or so. Local honey. You're my local honey, did you know that? All right, now let's give it a taste to see how we like it. Oh, that's good. All right, I'm gonna let that cook for about another 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna add our eggs to everything. We're gonna do about 4 to 5 to 6 eggs. We'll see how many we can fit in our mixture. I'm gonna actually turn it down a little bit because it is boiling like crazy. And I'm gonna crack each of my eggs in a little ramekin because we don't want any accidental eggshells in our bigger mixture. So let's go ahead and do that. You're making a shakshuka. Also, this is called eggs in purgatory or Turkish eggs, but in the Middle East and in Morocco more specifically, it's called shakshuka. So when you're making a dish like this, what you're gonna do is make sure that it's thick enough, of course, right? I'm just testing to make sure that it's the consistency that we need. And if it's not, you can turn it up just a little bit. Just be careful of splatter. Yeah, be careful of the splatter if it needs to reduce just a little bit to get that texture that you need. But what you're gonna do is make some wells in your mixture. Wells, yes. Wells so that the eggs have a place to sit inside. That's just what it's called. So I'm gonna make a little well right here and add in my first egg like that. And then I'm just gonna keep cracking. Two more. That one cracked a little bit. I'm not gonna touch them anymore. I feel like they wanna do their own thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a top so that everything cooks through and is gorgeous when we take the top off. All right, this is looking gorgeous. I'm gonna add some arugula to the top. And if you prefer a runnier egg, do less time. And if you prefer a harder egg like this, do more time. I'm gonna put up a picture or video of me making this another time where I had a bit of a runnier egg, which was delicious as well. But my little one will definitely prefer it like this, and it's primarily a dish for him for breakfast this morning. So let's go ahead and plate it up. Let's get one of these eggs going. Oh my gosh. Some of the tomato sauce. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Let's bring it to the table for him. It is my turn to eat, which I'm really excited about. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix my plate. Loved this recipe so much. And like I said, the eggs are cooked the way that he likes them. Honestly, the way that I like them, it just really depends on the day, if I want something runnier or not. Oh, that's so good. That is fantastic. I have been so into savory breakfasts, and this is going to be on rotation again. I made this a lot last year. I'm excited to add this to our list of things to make, and I'm glad that my little one likes it because it means that I can make more of it. So good. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this, more recipes, more stories, more of my travels as well. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.